Hi guys, and welcome to Anish tutorials. So today we're going to be unboxing the Oneplus Nord. It's the latest mid-ranger by Oneplus, and it comes with a nice specs sheet as well. So let's get to the unboxing. So first we have to take off this plastic. It's pretty easy. So we'll just cut through this and pull the plastic off like this. Okay, so this is the box. It looks like it's a bit damaged on shipping. Should be fine. Let's take out the front cover and that comes out. So this way not, so this is the phone itself, and we're gonna just keep this aside for the time being. Next we have the nice black plastic which we're gonna take off, and this looks like documentation, so let's see what we've got. We have got a welcome letter. We're gonna be reading that as well. Something, let's see that what it is, and a nice case. It looks pretty solid. It's not cheap. Then it's the 30-watt charger which doesn't want to come out. Okay, so the charger comes out this way, and it's the red OnePlus cable. So it's on blue, which is actually non-signature color. So this is actually gray onyx, and that's because Nord blue was out of stock, or is it called as some other blue? Whatever blue. Okay, we'll have it here. And that's it for the box. So there's no headphones or a headphone jack on this phone. So for that we have got actually the OnePlus Type-C earphones, and let's see how it is. Okay, it's already slipping out. So we're going to be opening it like this, and the phone comes out of the plastic. And here's the case as well. So let's put the phone inside the case. Oh, okay, yeah. There's even a pre-applied screen protector, so that's kind of nice. And the case looks pretty nice. It kind of greased out the OnePlus logo, but I mean this looks pretty cool, I would say. I think it would look better on the Nord blue version, but it's fine. I mean the gray onyx looks pretty good. This is like more than my expectations. So let's just take it out of the case, which is a little tough, and see how the phone looks. So here's the OnePlus signature trigger, whatever they call it, and there's power button and the volume rockers. Where's that too? And then there is a sticker. So this is the 8 plus 128 GB version, and it has already got a little bit of fingerprints on the glass back. It should be fine. Camera bump is not a big one, not a huge one, so that's kind of nice. And yeah, it's not as big as the Note 20 Ultra's camera bump, which is really big. And here's the earpiece and the dual front cameras and the quad rear cameras, and it looks like a dual flash and the OnePlus logo. Okay, let's power this on. Okay, so it powers on. Let's look at the power adapter. So there's some plastic holding it. Let's just take that out. So there's a lot of plastic here. Even the phone's kind of made of plastic. So this is actually plastic. This is not metal, though it looks like metal. And I like that thing. So this is a 6.44-inch AMOLED display, or I would say a Super AMOLED display with 16 million colors. Should be fine. Okay, so let's get a setup. I will be back in just a few minutes. Okay, so I have set up the phone. There was a software update. I did that. We had to log in with Google. Everything's done. So right now I have set it up. I have played around with it a little bit, enabled dark mode and all those things. So let's see how it is. The curved glass back is really nice for holding the phone. The phone feels pretty compact on the hand, though it has a pretty respectable 6.44-inch display, and a 90 Hz refresh rate really makes it feel smooth. The under display fingerprint sensor is not that fast, but the animation kind of makes it look fast, so it works. And again, sometimes it's even faster, but yeah, it does take a little bit of time and practice. And yeah, the wallpaper is kind of dynamic actually. I don't know if it changes like according to day of time, but like if I unlock it, it kind of spins and the colors basically change. So there's a lot of attention to detail, I would say, on this phone, and everything's kind of nice. The chin is okay. I mean, it's pretty small. The bezels are really short, and the front camera, I didn't expect it to be so big. It's pretty big. So the battery, when I set up the phone and played around with it a little bit, it was at about 40%, and then I went to eat lunch. I came back to see it was at 62%, so it's still at 62%. So the battery is pretty nice, and the charging speeds are also pretty nice. So it's a 30-watt charge, 30T charger, same as the one found in the OnePlus 7T series and the OnePlus 8 series. So there is no compromise on this phone. Oxygen OS feels really nice. The only thing I would complain a little about is like one of those unsupported apps like Chrome. Most of the apps this does work, like even camera, this thing doesn't take up a lot of space or anything. But in Chrome it kind of makes a chin, so it's not great. But that issue was also there on the Samsung phones. It might be fixed with a software update. Now talking about cameras, I really didn't test a lot, so it is pretty respectable. I will have a detailed camera test coming up. And I would say the front camera has a 32 megapixel main sensor and 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor. That should be really good. And the rear camera, there's a 48 megapixel main sensor with optical image stabilization. It's the same Sony IMX586 sensors found in the OnePlus 8 series, and no, OnePlus 8, not the OnePlus 8 Pro. The OnePlus 7T, I think the OnePlus 7 Pro as well, and before that as well. So it's a very nice, like, calibrated sensor. So OnePlus has been working with a sensor for about more than 1.5 years, so it should be really nice. And there was even a software update for the camera improvements. And there is 8 megapixel ultra wide, a 2 megapixel depth, and a 2 megapixel macro sensor on this. So that's a lot of cameras. Now talking about microphone, there is one on the bottom and one on the top. It doesn't come with a headphone jack, and that's why we have got a Type-C earphones here, which do work properly. So that's the OnePlus Bullets Type-C earphone. I had made a video on that as well. And everything else is nice. I think Oxygen OS, no compromises. This phone goes pretty nice. The 90Hz refresh rate just makes everything look pretty nice. And I think that's it for the first impressions. I would say a more detailed review and a more detailed camera review will be coming up. So a sub to the channel will be amazing. And see you in the next one. Bye.